Hey authors, it's Melody here. Welcome to Author Nation, your go-to resource for everything you need to become a successful nonfiction author, from planning right through to promotion and everything in between. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between starting your own blog and writing articles for other people. Once you understand that some online real estate you own and others you're just renting, it'll help you decide whether you want to start your own blog or whether you want to write articles for others. If you haven't seen my video on platform versus promotion, I suggest you check it out. The link is in the description. And you might be asking yourself, why even bother publishing on somebody else's website? Why don't I just have my own and publish all my stuff there? The short answer is they have people who already follow them and trust them, and some of those people might also be your people. And if you exchange, some of their people might realize that they like you and stay with them and come see you as well. That was a very long explanation. So let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of each. Let's look at some of the higher level ownership items, such as having a blog, a podcast, or a YouTube channel. Some of the pros: you have more control. So this is my YouTube channel. I get to say whatever I want on it. Other people can't come along and say, you should say this and you should say that, and you can't say this and you can't say that. Well, YouTube can. But as long as I'm following their rules, then it's good, generally. So you can publish whatever you want. And you set the standards. I set the standards for the YouTube channel. You set your standards for your YouTube channel. And if you go put your video or your writing on somebody else's website or somebody else's channel, and then you realize that you don't have the same values as them, you don't agree with them on many things, that can feel like, oh, that wasn't the right place to put that. That doesn't happen on your own channel. Some of the cons: you must promote it. So if you publish on your own channel, you're publishing and you're promoting that piece of work. And if you're starting out, nobody knows you. Why would they visit? So it takes time to build an audience. And you need to be consistent. If you have a YouTube channel or a blog or a podcast, you need to be consistently publishing things. Now you could say, I'm going to do a series of videos or a series of articles or a series of podcasts and has a start and finish date. That's great. That's consistent. But if you say, I'm going to publish a video every Monday, well, you better darn well do it. Otherwise, your audience will go, what's going on? I thought we were going to get consistent material. Flip side, let's look at being a podcast guest or writing an article for somebody else. One of the pros is they're building the traffic for you, or they already have traffic, and their traffic is coming to visit you. So it's a great way to build an audience. They want you to succeed. If I have a guest on my YouTube channel, I want that guest to succeed. I want the people who follow me to go check them out. I don't have people on my YouTube channel who aren't a good fit for my audience. Finally, the last pro is you can do this now and then. You don't have to be consistent about it. So if you don't have a lot of time or energy or resources, this might be a great way to start. Now, some of the cons. You must fit into their vision. If people come to me and say, I should be on your YouTube channel, and I'm like, why? Because I write awesome fiction. And I'll go, we don't do fiction. You're not a fit. And I won't have them on. You must fit into their vision in order to be there. That sounds like a pro. I guess it is in some ways, but it's a con if you're looking for places to speak and everyone's saying, you don't fit, you don't fit, you don't fit, and that can be really frustrating. They may also invite guests that you don't want to be associated with. You don't control the quality of the content, especially if they're doing the editing. So on my YouTube channel, I do an interview. I get to decide what stays in the interview, what doesn't stay in the interview. I can edit the interview as much as I want. And by the way, I don't generally edit my interviews. I like things to flow. I don't want things in my interviews. I don't want to chop out what they say or try and add something or kind of change what they're saying through editing. So I don't do that. But people can do that, and you have no control over that. If you have the resources, the time, the energy, and the money to do both, do both. Because publishing on someone else's site helps new people find you. Publishing on your site helps build your platform. Both are awesome, but if you don't have the time and energy, then pick one and start there. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to know your thoughts. Please leave me a comment and subscribe for more.